Hello, St. Mary families. My name is Kathy Greiner, and I'm the technology teacher for grades kindergarten through 5th grade at St. Mary's School. First thing I'd like to say to you is welcome back. I am so glad to be back in the building with your students. They did a really nice job last spring when we were learning from home, but I've been even more amazed at them since we've been back at school. They are wearing their masks, they're attempting to stay socially distanced, they're following directions, and we're all working together to figure out what our new normal will be. Now, I'm really excited to announce that this year we have one-to-one devices for everybody in the building. The kindergarten through 4th grade students each have their own Kindle Fire tablets. The junior high students, 5th grade through junior high students, all have the Lenovo ThinkPads. Unfortunately for our 5th graders, their new tablets have not come in yet. So they are using the laptops out of our old laptop cart. They're a little bit slower, but they work great until we get our new tablets in. Now, quickly, I just want to mention that you all have received a responsible use of technology paper. Each student and parent had to sign it. Almost all of them are back in. If you haven't had a chance to get yours in, please make sure you do so. Be sure that you and your student both sign it, that you and your student both understand what it is that you are agreeing to. So if those haven't been brought in, please send it in as soon as possible. Now you're probably wondering how we're doing computer class. Well, I'm going into the classrooms a lot, and we're using our devices one-to-one. We have brought some students up to the lab, about a half a class at a time, and that has worked out great as well. We are working hard to find barriers, dividers to put up between the workstations so that we can bring entire classes up to work in the lab as soon as possible. Right now, we're concentrating really on learning our new platform, Seesaw. Again, you've probably received a paper home about that. If you have not received it or you've lost it, please let me know. I'm glad to get you another one. That had on it directions for downloading the program onto your devices at home. And it also had your students' QR code, which is the really easy way for them to get into the program. Seesaw is fantastic. I love it. We will use it often. But our main tools in the lab are Microsoft programs. We use Microsoft Word, we use Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, Publisher often. That's one reason I'm kind of anxious to get the kids back in the lab. Unfortunately, the Kindle Fire tablets do not support the Microsoft programs, so we're not using those right now, which is fine. But I'm anxious to get us back into the lab where we can use those programs. The main goal in the computer lab, or one of the main goals I should say, is to come up with projects that supplement the curriculum. Sometimes we are doing things along with the classroom, what they're learning in the classroom, and other times we are covering subjects that they just don't have time to cover in the classroom but are required, or subjects that just fit really well into the computer lab. So that's really what our goal is here, is to support the teachers and the curriculum that's being taught, but to do so through the use of technology. Now, another thing we do concentrate on here is keyboarding. And again, it's not productive to keyboard on the Kindle Fire tablets, so we haven't really started that yet. I do attempt to bribe students with keyboarding as much as I can. Maybe you've heard of my Oreo brownies, that's one of the popular bribe tools that I use. Anyway, when we start keyboarding, which hopefully will be soon, please be sure you encourage your student to keyboard at home as much as possible. Keyboarding is a lifetime skill that they will never be sorry that they have learned. The only way to really improve is to practice. So we practice here. Once we're in the lab, we'll practice 10 to 15 minutes each class period, but I only see students twice a week, except for kindergarten that I only get to see once a week. So that's really not enough practice to really get good. And I don't want to give up all the other great things that we're doing in here. So helping at home would be really terrific. Some other things that we do, we have 3D printers. We use Tinkercad to design our creations, and then we print them here. We have robots. The K through 5 students use dot and dash robots here at school. And we also work some on coding. So we've got lots of exciting things going on here. If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me or to email me. My email address is kgreiner@smshp.com. And my phone number is my cell number, which is 513-884-8255. Those things are all posted on my webpage, so feel free to contact me at any time if I can be of any assistance to you or your student. God bless you all, and thank you for sending your children to St. Mary's School.